What's up, guys? This is Murdoc, and I'm back with more PvP commentary. Today I've got a game of Voidstar for you guys. I'm actually running with a full group today. Kind of a new group, just bumped into them, and they invited me to PvP with them tonight, so here I am. Shout out to the Scum and Villainy Guild on my server. And no, it's not my guild. I'm not shamelessly promoting my own guild. But thanks to them for letting me tag along. We had a good time. And this is one of the games, so starting off, I'm able to get out, get the buff, get the sap off, but I get caught in stealth myself. So I'm trying to open up here. Force vanish on that gunslinger. And I'm going to get with a sniper, because I don't want a 50 sniper left alone. Take him down pretty quick. Notice the door. My screen is glitching here, as you can see, so but I'm able to get the interrupt. Getting a little low, so I'm going to save my healer the trouble. Grab it. Another sniper set up here, so I'm going to jump on him until I notice someone at half health over here. So I'm going to switch. A lot of people here at low health, so do my best to pick them off. Let the sniper snipe for a little bit, though I throw a stun on him. Try and mitigate the damage a little bit. I'm kind of noticing the door there, so I want to try and keep somewhat of my attention on the door. It's tough as a melee class, because I really got to stick on my target, obviously. But I try my best to stick a camera on the door and hope for the communication. Getting hit a little bit there, so I throw a vanish. Hope to catch a couple heals. Then I notice a healer in the back, so I'm going to jump on him. Able to get the interrupt. And I got pulled out a little bit too far, or a lot too far, and the door gets planted. So instead of going and trying to get the defuse, I'm going to see if I can just, kill a couple people, slow them down as much as I can. I think this is the same healer I was on, so I'm going to stick right back on him. I don't want him around to heal as much as I can allow it. So take him out. Trying to peel. Using a knockback. Using snares. Don't have my stun up. Oh, just barely missed the interrupt. But I'm going to stay on this and hope my teammates will watch a door. And yes, that was another wasted sprint. If you guys saw the last video, I'm learning. But so now I'm kind of worried about stealthers, so I'm going to come over here and just let the pack do its thing behind me. Take a position in the center. Just kind of keep an eye on both sides in case someone snuck over here without me noticing. I was kind of thinking if I should engage this guy or not, but obviously I do. But in hindsight, it probably would have been better to stay in the middle there just in case someone was stealthing past. Luckily, that wasn't the case. So I'm going to go back to my spot. A lot of people still duking it out on the other side of the bridge, which, I mean, that's just dumb. If you got it, you got to push forward. I don't know what you're doing back there. So I'm just keeping an eye out. A couple people coming around. A little typing in game during the downtime. It's fine. Getting some good heals, so figured I'd acknowledge it. Try to cock knock him off the edge. Just barely missed. You guys know I love doing that with the acid and everything, so gotta give it a shot. I can see he's catching little heals from somewhere. It could have been a healing pack. So I'm kind of spinning around looking for a healer that might be free casting. Didn't see any. So I think it must have been a healing pack that he used. He went down, turned my attention back to the door. 4 people here. Knock him back. Now this guy was pretty low, and that's why I went and grabbed the health power up with nearly full health, because I wanted to deny it. And I'm popping my taunts when I can, try and save damage. And the reason I sprinted there is just to keep an eye on the other side. I was getting a little worried that no one was over there, and I could see someone there, and so I wanted to wait a second and see if I can get a combat in stealth, but not quite so lucky. But I have some teammates, so he's going to go down. Use that chance to see that just a little bit. I'm dotted, so I've got to click it over and over. Catching a couple heals, so that's always nice. And now I could see that none of my teammates are back there. You know, I want to stay, but I want to get involved in the fight. Until, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. So, learn a lesson from me. Don't be greedy. Don't get kills. Watch the door. And, you know, once the door gets planted, I mean, the defuse time is pretty short, but, you know, personally, I think it's a very low percentage chance that you're going to get a defuse. So I greatly prefer just killing people, you know, and trying to slow them down for the next objective instead of trying to stop this objective, if that makes any sense. So that's what I'm doing. Trying to slow people down. Gonna seed that up a little bit. Still dotted. Don't want to burn a force cloak, but could always have done that if I really needed to. This round's running down. A lot of people flooding down here, so I'm going to knock them. Cut a little lag there, as you can see. But I come back. And, yeah, that's the end of the first round. So we've got some work to do this round. Hopefully we can make a game out of it. Skip the cutscene here for you guys. So we're going to try a tactic, stealthing right. Everyone else fled to the left. See if they can pull the enemy team over there and see if we can sneak the cap. You never know. Could work. Sprint ahead, get the buff. Got to sap off. And I'm going to let him try and cap. See if I can stay back to interfere. So I throw a whirlwind. But unfortunately they see him. So I pop the offensive cooldowns, trying to burn him down as quick as possible. But he's a tank, so it's going to take a little bit. Trying to cycle targets to this guy. Tab wasn't working for me, so had to target him. Stun here. Gonna break it. Grab the health power up. At this point, there's a 1-on-4, 1-on-3 on that side, so I'm gonna switch, and hopefully we can use our greater numbers to this side and get the cap. Try and DPS them down as quick as possible. Couple people floating over. So, turn my attention to them. I just don't get, guys, I don't get why people just try to click the door like while there's an enemy right behind you. I mean, it may work every now and then like it did there, but it only worked there because the guy died. And in my opinion, I mean, I'm definitely not a developer of this game, but man, I think you are much better using your time to just DPS people down, clear them out, wait for them to get the spawn, and then cap the door. So, just food for thought, guys. If you find yourself clicking the door over and over and over and getting hit in the back and then dying, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. So anyhow, I'm gonna push forward 5 minutes here. We've got to get a little farther. So this tank's catching heals, but he just lined aside his healer. So we'll try and get him down, and we do. So I know that we probably have a good chance of getting this side until. So trying to throw a whirlwind. Probably didn't need to, but you never know. Could always be the saving grace. See a lot of assassins forgetting about that skill, so don't forget it. Now my vanish isn't up, or else I probably would have vanished and see if I could hit the other door as we're just pushing to this side. I think that's probably the best time to give a ninja cap a try. And I can see I'm getting shot, so I go hugging around this corner to avoid getting those rounds. You can see him coming at me there, and so I back myself into this corner, and he can't hit me anymore. So I'm using whatever range DPS I have to blow this guy up, and he ends up pulling him closer and targeting someone else. So you know, just a little something, try and save you guys some damage. If you're getting shot, all I had to do is just move back a couple feet, and he targeted someone else, and I was good. Trying to get the kill here. What is that, 81 hit points? Son of a bitch. But the other side is looking overwhelmed by our team, so I'm going to go over there and support. I don't know why that person is running back there, but so looking okay. I can see that this is probably the last guy, so I throw a stun on him, throw a whirlwind, but timing wasn't quite right. We don't get the plan. So I'll go back to the plan, trying to wipe him. Now we're kind of looking like there's more of an imbalance over here. Don't have vanish up, so I'm going to try and save my teammate's life here. Throwing some taunts, save him some damage. Throwing snares. Probably should have thrown a knockback. But he stayed through it, so good for him. I want to sit in the sorcerer or sage. Don't want him back here free casting or healing. Interrupt the heal. Somehow he caught a heal there. He must be using stim packs or something, because I don't see anyone else healing. So Jolt was down, so I used low slash. That's usually my number 2 interrupt. So I have Jolt talented, so it's a 10-second cooldown. But for some reason it's down, and it was in that case, and I need an interrupt, then low slash is the next thing I go to. If that's down, then and Jolt hasn't come back up yet, then I got electrocute, or I have my my knockback as a last dish effort. So you don't always just have to use Jolt. You can always low slash or electrocute, or even a knockback will interrupt the cast. So don't forget that. Switching sides here, looking pretty good. I was trying to get a sap there. Couldn't quite do it, so I threw a stun instead, and we get the plant. 51 seconds. Everyone is floating over here now. And I was going to look to pick people off, but I started getting a little nervous that they were going to get this, so I just started using Lacerate and just trying to hit everyone in the door. Pop my sprint. I'm trying to get ahead of the pack here. 25 seconds. Get a computer. We got this. I'm going for it, guys. Looking behind me. Uh-oh. But doesn't notice me. And with 5 seconds to go, that's pretty much game. So, wasn't a total face roll game, but I prefer these types of games a lot more than a face roll game. It was close. It was a tight game. Finally, a little score for me was 48-1, 311,000 damage, so pretty nice. Got some great heals from people over in Scum and Villainy. So thanks, guys, for letting me roll with you tonight. And thanks, everyone, for watching. Hope you liked it. This is Murdoc. I'll see you later.